What you're about to watch is a clip from my BrandLytics training where I get together with entrepreneurs, thought leaders who want to build their brand using YouTube and making data-driven decisions to blow up their brand this year. Enjoy. We talked about going longer, and this is a relatively new thing. If you go back 2 years on YouTube, even a year on YouTube, it wasn't as big a deal as it is now inside of thought leadership. And it's super weird because almost everybody else is going shorter. YouTube Shorts, YouTube Stories, Instagram Reels, TikTok, everybody's going shorter. In thought leadership, it's like, don't even worry about shorts. I haven't seen anybody win with shorts. We have 2 shorts channels. I haven't proven that it is worth your time or investment. I'm telling everybody to go long. Go long, longer. 10-minute minimum, but go half an hour, go an hour, go 3 hours. If you're good, like if you know what you're talking about, if you can give a master class, it has a much better chance of helping you build the channel and build the business that you want, as opposed to the really short videos. So just to refresh your back to the top, hashtag YouTube belongs, says Drew. Eddie posted this video. This was his challenge that we had after the last month. Post a 3-hour video. And he did. And because he posted to the group, and guys, share your stuff in the group, share your wins, share what you need help with, because you might get featured on a future BrandLytics session. You never know. Let's look at this video. So I was on, as soon as Eddie posted this, and like, ooh, let's see how it's doing. Let's see how we're doing, Eddie. I want this video to win. Is Evan Carmichael right or not? Does it work? Because Eddie's also kind of on the fringe of thought leadership, right? It's not just a talking head or coaching videos. It's on the motivation side. So views are down, right? This is days. So this video is 9 days old and views are down. And this is where people freak out. You know, they look at their 1, their 2 days like, oh my God, this video sucks. Like it's half of what my usual. The gray line represents the usual. This is what an average video would do. And the blue line represents this specific video. So it's down, but look, hey, it's catching up. It's catching up to our average already. This is actually pretty fast. I would say even within a month, to get suggested to grow is fast. I would be expecting typically in like the 30 to 90 days where it starts to take off, and then over 90 days for sure. But if you're getting it to start to catch up inside of the first 2 weeks, you're doing a really good job. So overall views are down. Okay. Watch time. Woo, that's some nice watch time. Look at that watch time. That is a delicious looking curve, right? That's this video, and this is his average. So he's already double his average watch time in the first 9 days, right? So amazing, amazing start. Let's look at why. So these 2 curves represent suggested is the blue line and browse is the green line. And I looked at it yesterday and browse was still at the top, just barely. But today, got to check back in this morning to get the most recent data. Suggested is at the top. So you see browse is going. It's good. It's decent. And it's still climbing. But this is what happens with browse. Like it takes off at the beginning and then it just slowly keeps going, hopefully. And maybe you'll get a pop every now and then because you hit the homepage. But suggested, this curve can keep going forever. So already inside of 9 days, suggested has passed his browse, which is great. You look at the average view duration. And these numbers may be a little hard to see, but I'll just read it out loud. Suggested 33 minutes. Browse 16 minutes. That's how long people are watching. So in browse, you're only watching for 16 minutes, which is still great. That's still a good number. But they're watching for 33 minutes when they come from suggested. It's double. And that's why it's starting to take off. And you'll see that people on the homepage will have a much shorter attention span. This should be repeated. If you look at your own, everybody here, you look at your own channel stats, look at the average view duration, browse versus suggested. It would shock me if browse was higher. Suggested is always number 1. So that's where we're going to go because YouTube cares about watch time. So we're giving them lots and lots and lots of watch time here. Right? So even though the views are half, like the views are 1,500 versus 3,000, the watch time is already more. We're getting more watch hours from suggested with half the views. This is a great video. I took a screenshot last night. This is this one. And I took a screenshot again this morning. This is this one. You can see it's picking up. It's already doing better. And look at the #1 traffic source. Last night, suggested was 42%. This morning, suggested is 48%. Suggested is #1. This video has an amazing future shelf life ahead of it. What's Drew saying? Oh, you have more data from Ben's channel? Yeah, I mean, getting data is not an issue. There is tons. I have tons of data on this. I wanted to share, not Ben's. I wanted to share this one because, hey, Eddie's in the group. Now, the other thing that Eddie was really concerned about was, well, what if I go and upset my community? What if I upset the people who are here, who are used to my 4-minute, 7-minute, 10-minute videos? They don't want a 3-hour-long video. If you look at the comments, I haven't seen a nasty Eddie, this sucks, stop posting long videos, right? You're awesome, brother. Keep up the great work. You surely are shining your light in the darkness of others. So freaking good. Thank you. Thank you so much, bro. This compilation is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Eddie, for inspiring, right? So the comments, the data is showing us that it works, but the qualitative data with the comments is also really helping us. Now, just as a quick comparison, the next video he launched was 2 days later and was 4 minutes something. So 3 hours, the one we just looked at, the next video was almost 5 minutes. I hate 4 or 5 minute videos inside Thought Leadership. But let's look at a quick comparison to see, right? So far, this one has more views. The shorter one has more views, even though it came out 2 days later. The views are actually decent. This is a good video for him, right? The gray line is average. This are views, and he's at the upper end of his average for views, which is great. The watch time, though, is way below his average, and that may or may not catch up. The difference is here. We look at his real time. I pulled this, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. There's no suggested on this page. Browse, notifications, channel, YouTube search, other features. So if suggested here, it's less than 5%. This is a big problem. So these kinds of videos put you on the rat wheel. Is that a thing? Hamster wheel? The hamster wheel. Puts you on a hamster wheel. Thinking rat race and hamster wheel combined becomes rat wheel. This video puts you on the rat wheel, where you basically have to keep making video just to get the short-term views, but there's no long-term sustainability on most of these because you can't rely on browse. Notifications is going to go away because notifications, it's only at the very beginning of a video, and with no suggested, it's going to go down. And it says I'm on the rat wheel. We've just coined a new term. And also, without diving deep and sharing all revenue numbers for Eddie, this video is getting less than half of the CPM. So even though it has more views right now, short term, out of the gate, it looks better. This video is going to be a lot harder for him to get views, get subscribers, and is making less than half of the CPM on the video compared to that 3-hour one that he just did. Cool. Let me just share a couple examples, and we'll from my top 10 channels. So this is one we did here. Now this is a newer thing, right? This is an old video. This is 500 days old. So the views, this is an hour-long video where normally I'd be making, 15 to 20-minute videos. So it's hour 20, massively underperformed on the views, but now it's picking up on the views. So now it's in the average of our views. The watch time was, average, but now, it's popping a lot harder. This one, same thing, 400 days old. Like, this is a relatively new thing where YouTube is really showcasing, promoting longer videos. I wouldn't have recommended the strategy back here 400 days ago, but past 6 months, heck yeah. So views massively underperformed, and then boom, took off. Watch hours, you can't even see the average line. It's, it's tiny there. This one took off. And if you just look at the traffic sources, you can see why, right? The blue line is suggested. The green line is browse. So as you get more suggested, it'll be recommended in browse more too. You'll see these often. Browse can trail suggested, but it's 69% coming from suggested. So going long makes that huge difference. If you want to see this full video as well as train live with me twice a month to blow up your brand, join the BrandLytics training program. There's a link to join right there next to me. Continue to believe. I'll see you there.